went to school in Ibadan, but whenever I'm on holiday, my father's house is in Obanikoro, Bab Kazim Street.
Let's talk about you. You're a very accomplished person, and you're well known. People look up to you and respect you. Can you tell us how it all started for you? When did you grow up, and then where were you born?
Well, I was not born in Nigeria. I was born in Ghana. My mom is from Ogbomoso, and you know the Ogbomoso people. Ghana is their, I don't know, they are London then. So my mother have 2 children from my late dad. Myself and my immediate brother. His name is Philip Adetokunbo Madojutimi. Why I'm Comfort FOLASHADE Abiodun. On my birth certificate, there's Tokunbo there too, but I don't like the name. So, but on my birth certificate, there's Tokunbo there. So both of us was born in Ghana. My parents were living in Ghana. My father was a teacher. In fact, he taught in I think Abeokuta Grammar School, or one old school in Abeokuta. I remember. So before going to Ghana, when he came back, he went back to the school. So we came back to Nigeria during Kuruma time. We came by sea. I remember very well that was my first time in Apapa Port. So we were in Apapa Port for 2 days before because it was during the war in Nigeria too. There is a civil war in Nigeria there. I remember they asked us to call Toro. But because we cannot speak Yoruba, we don't know how to pronounce Toro. But luckily for us, my mother have tribal mark. This Ogbomoso tribal mark. My mother, she's a princess from Ogbomoso. But she speak other languages, like Hausa. She speak Hausa very well. She was born in the north. So when they asked us to call Toro that we cannot pronounce well, so the army officer, I think maybe a colonel or major there, in Apapa Port, the commandant there, or say, oh, these children are able children. Oh. Maybe this woman is trying to help them. So he was saying it in Hausa, but my mother speak Hausa. So my mother said, no, these children are my biological children. And he brought out our birth certificate. So on the birth certificate, they saw Madojutimi. So they allow us to come in. So we were first moved to Abeokuta from Apapa Port, while my father was looking for try to settle down. So along the line, my mother took me to Ogbomoso. I think they have misunderstanding. When he get home, he discovered that my father have married a young lady, or I don't know, somebody. So after that, so I start a new life, but I start going to school again. That took us 1 year. We were at home for 1 year before we start going to school.
In Ogbomoso?
No, I went to school in Ibadan.
Ibadan, okay.
Yes, sir. From Ibadan, I went to Ife. Universal Tutorial College, Ife.
Okay.
owned by Dr. Rahman Adedoyin.
Okay.
Up to today, I still talk to him. He called me, we talk. So, before going to University of Ife, I read a bit sociology. I left Ife to Ogun State University. I'm a first new student when they create the university. Segun Awolowo was also my schoolmate then, although he was doing law. Yes. So after that, I came to Lagos. I was working with of Nigeria, dock workers. The president of Dock Workers Union of Nigeria then was my uncle, Honorable Joshua Ogunleye, who later became vice president of Nigeria Labour Congress during Pascal Bafiawu. He was his deputy, but he was president of Dock Workers Union of Nigeria since 1977 to 1996. So he was the first person that employed me. So, and he was also the one that helped me to cross to MPA.
Okay.
Because, so he used his influence. So I crossed to MPA when Bobo Duarte was there, and later I worked with Chief Sarumi.
Okay.
So it was when I was in MPA that I registered a clearing and forwarding company, which I have up to today. This was early 90s. So my clearing and forwarding, from there I moved to Buride Change. I have 2 licenses. And I still have my office at Ikeja, opposite Eric House.
Okay.
So I have another one at International Airport. So I also into manufacturing. I do a weaving bag that they used to pack cement and agro feeds. So
what do you call it? Something bag?
Weaving bag.
Weaving bag.
Yes. In Ota. So those are part of what I do for a living. And I also do a contract job. Work with the NDDC. I'm into oil and gas. I do oil servicing. The pipe that they used to take crude oil. So oil servicing. Those are what I do for a living.
How did you feel